My name is Merrill.
Merrill. So who can raise a hand and tell me what a hieroglyphic is? Yes.
It's a written language from Egypt.
Okay, and are they letters?
No.
No. Are they numbers?
No.
Are they symbols?
Yes.
Yeah, good job. Awesome. So who can show me where a hieroglyphic is in this room? Yeah. Where's a hieroglyphic, Kevin? You forgot. Yes, where's a hieroglyphic? Right here. Remy, where?
Right. This three.
These things?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Those things are hieroglyphics. And they wrote hieroglyphics on a special kind of paper. And I'm going to pass out this paper right now. And each of you is going to get one of these pieces of paper and then fold it in half for me. Okay?
Okay.
Fold it in half.
Like a book or like a hot dog?
Like a book. So you're going to fold it in half like this. Okay?
Ashton, sit up,
Fold it in
please.
half like a book. And while we're passing these out, these are called, what did ancient Egyptians write on? Papyrus. Yes, exactly. Some people call it papyrus, but I'm going to spell it on the board for y'all. So make sure you fold your paper book ways, not hot dog. And papyrus. How do you spell papyrus? Does anybody know how to spell it? Yes. Logan, how do you spell it? P-A. What's the letter after P-A? Almost. P.
R.
There's a letter before your R. Yes.
I.
Y. And then what letter do we say?
R. U.S.
U.S. Awesome. So this type of paper is our papyrus that we're going to be writing on, okay? Sounds good?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody fold their paper?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to take 30 seconds on one side of your paper, this ways, and write your name on this side. Okay? Yes. On the front of that. Let's write pretty big.
I'm going to do our last name too.
You just need your first name.
Okay. I want small.
Now put your pencils down when you're done. Okay? And today, class, we are going to translate hieroglyphics. Okay? What does it mean to translate? Tameka.
To do it in a different way.
To do it in a different way. And what kind of way are we doing it in? If we're translating hieroglyphics, what language are we translating to? Are we translating it to Spanish?
No.
What language?
English.
English. We're going to translate our names. So we're going to translate our names into hieroglyphics, okay? Sound cool?
Yeah.
Now, the first people who learned how to translate these were the French army in ancient Egypt.
Whoa.
Yeah, a long, long time ago, hundreds of years ago. And can anyone guess how they learned how to translate hieroglyphics? Yes. How did they learn how to do that?
They learned from a different country.
They did. They learned in Egypt, right?
Yep.
But look what they found. They found this huge stone that the Egyptians put their hieroglyphics on. And it's called the Rosetta Stone. Repeat after me, Rosetta.
Rosetta Stone.
Awesome. Has anybody heard of the Rosetta Stone?
No. Yes.
A little bit?
Yes.
Well, this is that huge Rosetta Stone that has all those hieroglyphics on it, okay? And this is a smaller picture of all those hieroglyphics, all those symbols on that stone. And the French army translated it to what language?
English.
But if they were from France, what language did they translate it to? French. Remember? They're French. They translated it into French. Okay, so today we're going to translate our names into hieroglyphics. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How do we do that? Well, we need a guide, right? So we have these letters that are hieroglyphics that we're going to write our name with. So I'm going to pass these out. Don't do anything with it yet. And I'm going to translate my name on the board. And then you all are going to figure out how to translate yours, okay? Okay? Thank you. Okay, if you have an extra, it's fine. Just keep it at your desk. Okay. So everyone pay attention. Eyes up here. What is my name? Merrill. Okay, so I'm going to write Merrill on the board. Okay, so does everybody see, where is the M on my sheet?
There. With the owl.
With the owl. So the first thing I'm going to draw is the owl. Okay? It does not have to be good, but that's my owl. And what letter am I going to draw next? What symbol am I going to draw next?
E.
What does that look like?
Feather.
It does look like a feather. So the next thing I'm going to draw is that feather. And where's the symbol that I'm going to draw next?
R.
The R.
Looks like a leaf. Miss Merrill.
It does look like a leaf.
Are we gonna open up the paper and write it inside?
You're going to get to that in just a second. Okay? So I'm going to draw another leaf because I have two R's in my name. And then I'm going to look at the I and draw that one feather. I'm going to look at the L and I'm going to draw those two lions. Okay? So you're going to turn your paper. You're going to turn your papyrus. You have your name on one side, right? You fold it in half. I want you to turn to the other side. And I want you to draw your symbols that represent your name. Draw your hieroglyphics for your name. And I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do this, okay? And put your pencil down when you're done. And whoever is the quietest can show theirs to the class. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Make sure you put your pencils down when you're done. We're going to take 2 more minutes. Okay, so Tyler was really quiet, so I'm going to get him to show his to class, okay? Now show class what your letters were and what they looked like, what kind of symbols they are.
Well, this one is the half of the circle.
Stand up.
This is a half of the circle.
Half of the circle.
And,
I'll hold it for you.
and this is a circle, just spread out.
What letter does that mean?
Y.
Y? Is there a Y in your name?
Okay. T.
Tyler, yeah.
And then this is a line.
Okay.
And this is green.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a leaf.
Awesome. Good job. Everybody give him a So now that we know how to translate our names, we're gonna make our own hieroglyphics. Sound cool?
Yes.
Yeah? So what we're gonna start out with is we're gonna think about what people do during the summer. What kinds of things do people do during the summer? Raise your hand. Yeah, Ryan. They go to the pool. Okay, so we are going to write for Ryan, we're going to write I go to the pool, right? But we need to make our own hieroglyphics, our symbols to explain that. So how would we start off? Let's write over here. How would we say I? And if we're making our own language, if we're making our own symbols, how would we show I? I think that's a really good idea. We could make our own I. Does that sound cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to the pool. How do you say, how are you going to make a symbol for go to?
An arrow?
Yeah, awesome. Good job. We can make an arrow, right? And then for the pool, how do we do a symbol for a pool?
You just draw a picture of a pool.
Draw pictures of a pool, right? So I'm going to draw some waves, and then I'm going to show that this is a pool. It doesn't really look that great, but the hieroglyphics are kind of different, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be our pool, and this is going to be I go to the pool. So Ryan would write I go to the pool. So we're going to do this. We're going to write a sentence of what we do over the summer, and then we're going to make our own hieroglyphics for that sentence. And I want you to write your hieroglyphics for that sentence inside your book. Okay? So let's take another 8-9 minutes and write your hieroglyphics for what you do during the summer. And whoever's quietest can show theirs to the class. And put your pencils down when you're done. Does anybody have any questions? No. Yeah. Michaela? No? Okay. So first I want Aaron to show us what his sentence is. Let me hold it. Okay, show him what your sentence is.
I slide on the slide.
You sat on the slide?
I slide on the
You slide on the slide. And that's a really cool slide. Good job. Awesome. You're welcome. Yes. Can you show us what yours is?
Go to the park.
That's an awesome park. Look at that park. That's a really good symbol for a park because what is it? It's a swing. Really good. Awesome. Tony.
I go to my grandma's house.
And who are these people right here?
That's me and that's my dad.
That's really good job. Those are good symbols for you and your grandma. Okay, we're going to pick one more. Yes. Okay.
I make a blanket over the summer.
You make a blanket? You make blankets? Awesome. Out of what? How do you make your blankets?
I use it with my sewing machine and I make it.
Wow, that's really cool. She's been busy over the summer. Okay, one more and that's the last one. Did you make it?
I go to my friend's house
Mm-hmm.
and I go on a plane.
Really cool plane. Awesome. Good job, guys. So, you wrote a lot of really cool things on your papyrus, right? Yeah, like the ancient Egyptians did on their Rosetta Stone and on their papyrus, okay? So, what we're going to do now, really quick, is I'm going to see what y'all learned, and I'm going to pass out these short worksheets, and then we're going to see who got the answers right from what we learned today, okay? Okay. So, let's take maybe 5 minutes. Jamaica, what's up?
How do they write on a Rosetta Stone?
How did they write? That's a really good question. Because it was a stone, right? That must have been really hard. Yeah, Tony, do you know?
They use a stick.
They use a stick. Would a stick be able to carve into a stone? Yeah, smart.
I think I know how they
A what?
Wait a minute, I think I know how they did it.
Thank you. How did they do it?
They made a rock really sharp and it carved really hard in the rock.
They use really hard tools, right? So both Jamari and Callan are right because they use these really sharp tools to carve into this stone. Kind of like, okay, so pretend
Like a knife?
this is a knife and this is a brick, okay? So if I like keep hammering my knife into the stone of my brick, I'm eventually going to be able to make those symbols. But isn't that going to take forever?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to take forever. That's why this is so cool. Hundreds of years ago, that's how they put these symbols into the stone. So I want y'all to answer these questions now. Take 6 minutes and tell me what the hieroglyphics are, what a translation is, what the paper is called, and what's the name of the stone, and who found it. Jamaica, do you have a question?
I don't have a paper.
You don't have a paper? Bingo. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to go over it and see who got all the answers right, okay? So if you thought that hieroglyphics was a number, raise your hand. If you thought it was letters from the alphabet, raise your hand. If you thought it was symbols, raise your hand. If you thought it was an Egyptian king, raise your hand. You guys, awesome. You wear symbols. Good job.
Yes.
Get that one right. Okay, raise your hand if you can tell me what the definition of a translation. Yes. Tell me what the definition of a translation is. You don't understand? What did you write down? A what? A way to move. It's kind of a way to change things. Ellen?
When you see it, if it is different.
When you see if it's different. It is when you see if it's different. Because the Rosetta Stone, you saw that it was different in a different language, right? But more specifically, Ryan, what's a translation?
When something changes.
When something changes. When what changes it? Is it when an animal changes? No.
Turning one thing into another?
It is. That's exactly right. Turning one thing into another. But in this case, what are we turning into? Your name? What language is that in?
English.
English. And what language did you translate it to?
Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics. Awesome. So translation can be when you change one language into another, right? So make sure you have the word language in there, okay? And then what is the Egyptian paper called? Everybody say it all at once.
Papyrus.
Really good. Okay. What is the name of the stone?
Rosetta
Stone. Good job. And what army found this stone?
The French Army.
Awesome. You guys did so well today. I'm really proud of y'all. Good job.
I got all of them right.
You got all of them right. Okay, that's good since we just learned this today. But we can have Miss Palmer go over it, and then we'll practice it more. And good job, guys. And I'll see y'all later.
Excellent class.
Bye.
Excellent.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Miss Merrill.
Thank you, Miss Merrill.